Hello everyone, I'm Claire Hughes. This evening I would like to start out with a few questions for you to think about. Do you know where your waste ends up? Did you know that when you don't dispose of your waste in the correct way, that is actually harming the environment? For the purpose of this speech, I will examine poor waste management and pollution effects on the earth, ways we can all do our part, and show how there can be so much change for the better when we all work together. Pollution is a widespread phenomenon that is affecting people and animals around the world today. Waste disposal plays a huge role in the area of pollution. There are 4 areas of waste management: collection, recycling, incineration, and landfills. Poor waste management and pollution of the earth affects each of us every day. That is research from eea.europea.eu. According to datatopics.world.org, the world generates 2.01 billion tons of solid waste annually, with at least 33% of that, and that's being extremely conservative with numbers, not managed in an environmentally safe way. This chart shows in a breakdown the percentages of the waste we have in a year. And I'll break this down for you. Paper is 27% of waste, glass 4.5%, metals 9.1%, plastics 12.8%, textiles, rubber, and leather 9%, wood 6.2%, yarn trimmings at 13%, food waste at 14.6%, and then other waste is at 3%. Most of these things are recyclable, but are we doing it? Not as often as we should. While we're talking about pollution, on the flip side, not all pollution only has negative effects. Dutch artist Dan Roosegaard has discovered a beautiful use for smog. He figured out a way to turn that smog into diamonds. While this may be a great development for us as humans, we have to consider the non-human creatures that live on the earth. A huge problem with pollution is the effect on ecosystems, like marine and coastal ones. They are severely affected by poor waste management and littering. Marine litter is a growing concern for the marine species. There's so strong of a prevalence of severe entanglement and ingestion threats. There are many ways that we can do our part to make the world a better place. A huge help to the environment is using waste in a productive way. It may be helpful to purchase wisely and use products that will reduce waste amounts. Some examples of how we can reduce waste comes from protectusa.net. You can buy products that are made from recycled materials, products that contain less harmful ingredients. You can put your waste in a compost bin, donate your unused food items, and you can even shop locally. While you're shopping, though, you can always keep in mind that reusable bags are accessible. That may be a better option than using the plastic ones. Composting may save you money in the long run. You have your own fertilizer for plants on hand. Some materials may act as a sponge, so that cuts down in the amount of time you have to water your plants. That cuts down in money waste and water waste. Donating food items is not only a good way to reach out to your community, but it also cuts down on waste. Shopping locally, whether it may be with farmers or businesses, cuts down on waste used by vehicles in transport as well as in shipping. This is a good way, again, to support your local community while also helping the environment. This information was received from nature.org. With the use of appropriate waste management and disposal, we can do our part to make the earth a better place for all organisms. Keeping waste out of the water can keep the animals safe. A lot of the issue that we run into with animals is from ingestment. According to EnvironmentAmerica.org, plastic fragments have been found in hundreds of species. This includes 86% of all sea turtle species, 44% of all seabird species, and 43% of all mammal species that are marine life. Ingesting these fragments is often fatal. It is up to you to do better, and it is up to us all to make a difference in the world. So, as I get ready to close, I would just like to remind you of all the points I've made. Poor waste management and pollution of the earth affects each of us every day. There are many ways that we can do our part in preserving our earth, and with the use of appropriate waste management and disposal, we can make the world an overall better place. We cannot live without the resources that the earth provides us, yet we are all destroying them. It takes all of us to make a difference. As a final thought and my closing comment, I would like to leave you with a quote to think about. Sooner or later, we will have to realize that the earth has rights too. Rights to live without pollution. What mankind must know is that human beings cannot live without Mother Earth, but the planet can live without humans. This is a quote by Evo Morales. Thank you.